Chapter 8, Sun in the Sky. The morning of the big lake trip, you and Lino rifle through your new swimsuits in one of the lodge's boutiques. I'm excited about Lake Day, but I am not excited to watch Rebecca cling to Blake like a limpet. Ditto to that. I just wish we could spend the day without her. Same. But you can still get some quality time in with the Blake on the lake. You just need to go on the offensive. Ow. Did you miss Rebecca's whole clinging like a limpet threat? Hello, in the words of the favorite sea witch, don't underestimate the importance of body language. Just remember, just because Rebecca will be all over Blake doesn't mean you can't lay on your flirtiest moves. And any guy with taste would have a hard time resisting this itsy-bitsy bikini. He plucks one from the rack triumphantly, and yeah, he's right. That would look great on you. That is not the itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Yeah, that's right. If it's like a dream, want to take a pic and send it to Felicia? Yeah, but not in a changing room. Let's get one of you looking fierce still on the water to the lake pronto. Moments later, you stroll up to a charming speedboat with Little Speedy painted on its side. There you two are. Glad you could join us. Blake grins brightly at you and swallows hard at the sight of your swimsuit, his gaze trailing down your body. You, look ready to get out on the water. Thanks. I left my favorite swimsuit at home, but luckily the boutique had just the thing. I'll say, you look gorgeous. Yeah, really suits you. But, Blake, I could use a hand with the schooler. Leopard print. I've never been a huge fan of that. On it. Sorry, Bex. Everyone finds their seats, and Eve steps up to the steering wheel. But you catch Blake shooting one last glance at your way. That definitely got his attention. Alright, let's take this baby for a spin. Moments later, Eve has Little Speedy at full throttle in the open water. Woo! Hey, don't go too fast. Some of us are still working on our sunscreen coverage. The sun is warm, water's calm, but Rebecca is words. She is clinging to Blake's side like the world's most well-dressed limpet. Come on, babe. Make a duck face for a selfie. Can I just make it a regular face? Oh god, remember when duck faces were popular? Time to rip the limpet off. Blake, why don't we take a group pic? You catch a small flash of relief on his face as he smiles at you. That would be perfect. A shot of the whole gang. You'll have to get me in the pic from here unless you want this boat to steer itself. Lino and Blake move up towards the bow so Eve can be in the frame behind them. But before you can squeeze in next to Blake, Rebecca slips in, wrapping her arms around him tightly. Yeah, this is perfect. Can you get us all in the frame, Jody? I'll do my best. You snap a group selfie, everyone's beaming. Rebecca looks borderline smug. So much for getting her away from Blake. You turn away from Rebecca and Blake show wincing. Off to one side of the boat, you spot a small, peaceful island. Anyone know what that place is? To your immense relief, Blake turns away from Rebecca to peer in the direction you're pointing. I think that's Feather Island. It's supposed to be a nesting ground for wild hogs. It looks pretty tourist-free from here. Could be a nice spot to unwind and look for feathered friends. I could definitely be down to catch some sun. Oh yes, get me a towel to lie on, and I'm staying put. It'd be easier to spend time with Blake if we weren't all crammed on a boat. 2 diamond choices in less than 4 minutes. Is Pixelberry back? Oh, it hurts. Alright, crew. One trip to Feather Island coming right up. One very fast ride later, you hop out of Little Speedy onto the sunny shores of Feather Island. I can't believe this place is empty. It's stunning. Little something straight out of Pictogram. Looks like a time to bring out the big guns. Don't tell me. Wally? Wally? That's what Lino names every beach ball he ever buys. Every beach ball! This is the same beach ball I got back in sophomore year! And Blake share a knowing look. What Wally generation is he on now, do you think? Oh, this is at least the 6th replacement. I've had to sneak to Felicia after a past Wally got stuck in a tree. Well, y'all can have fun with Wally. I got my eyes on a grassy knoll over there. Ditto. Goodbye, and good riddance. As Eve and Rebecca lay their towels on the grass to sunbathe, you joined Blake and Lino in the shallows. Alright, Wally, let's show them what we've got. You laugh as Lino tosses Wally into the water beside you hard, drenching you with a splash. Ugh, no fair. All's fair in love and water sports. Jody, over here. I'll get him back for you. You pick up Wally and cradle the ball in your hands, weighing your splashing options. I'll use Wally to splash Blake. Lino. Blake. Okay, Blake. Wally is all yours. You toss Wally into the water right beside him, sending a wave washing over him. Ah! Blake laughs and slicks water over his face. Droplets trail down his muscled body, tracing those perfect abs. Is it the water that's warm, or just you? Blake flashes you a grin as he picks up Wally. Alright, Lino, get ready for some payback. Be careful, I have a family! After splashing around a while longer, you all head onto the shore to towel off. Eve is deep into another Sorchelin novel, and Rebecca... Not too loud, you three. Rebecca just dozed off on her towel. Oh, I guess she could use some rest. I wanted to check out more of the island, though. Then why don't we go look around, find some of those feathered inhabitants you've mentioned? I'd love that. You head deeper into the island with Blake at your side, and suddenly it all feels right in the world. The sound of water lapping against the shore gives way to quiet birdsong. I can't believe we're the only people on this island. All the other tourists are missing out. Maybe they didn't want to come here because it's secretly cursed. A curse, yeah. What kind of curse are you thinking? It's probably inhabited by ghostly hawks and zombie crows and other feathered monstrosities. He laughs as he lifts a branch out of his way, holding it up so you can follow. I feel like we would have heard about a cursed island in that town yesterday. Crack. What was that? It's nature. It makes noise. In an instant, Blake grabs you, pressing into the hollow of a nearby tree. Get down. He braces himself over you protectively, his bare chest rising and falling with each breath. Your body trembles as Blake presses his fingers to your lips. He glances around for the source of the sound until his gaze meets yours. For a moment, you're both frozen, your eyes locked on his finger on your lips, your bodies pressed breathlessly together. Oh, my god, it's just a hawk. Yeah. I was hoping for like one of those curse things from It Lives in the Woods, but no, we're not that lucky. Good story, though. You share a laugh, but as you get up with Blake, all too aware of the scant distance between you, he suddenly pulls back. Sorry, wasn't sure what kind of creatures might be out there. Uh-huh. No need to apologize. It's sweet that you were so quick to protect me from the ghost hawks. As you try to calm your racing heartbeat, the hawk lands on a branch, peering down at both of you. Arrgh! Oh, I know they say you shouldn't approach wild animals, but I'm tempted. Arrgh! Technically, it approached us first. Then we wouldn't want to be rude, would we? I'll screech back at the hawk, hand out a branch for it to land on. Okay, Mary Poppins, let's try the branch. As you pick up a nearby branch, Blake raises an eyebrow. Be careful, our new friend's got some long talons. That won't be far from your arm. I know, but I saw this on a nature documentary once. He probably won't even go for the branch, but I had to... With a sudden flap of his wings, the hawk circles down to perch on the branch in front of you. Try. Reach up tentatively, and the hawk lets you scratch the top of his head. Blake looks on, his eyes wide with delight. Are you seeing this? Oh, I'm seeing it. Snow White has got nothing on you. Hawk bows its head towards you and flaps its wings and takes off, disappearing into the canopy. That was magical. The two of you share a warm grin. Well, contrary to your theory, we didn't spot any ghosts or zombies. For all you know, that could have been the zombie hawk. Or ghost hawk. Shame, but at least we got to see the sights and make a new friend. We should probably head back. There's plenty more lake to see. Right. You fall in beside him on the trail back towards the shore, walking in comfortable silence. Thank you for the adventure. Hey, Blake. Yeah. Thanks for going exploring with me. I know our last adventure ended in a, cave-in. That was the bat's fault, not yours. And besides, nothing could even keep me from hanging out with you. You ought to know that by now. Your heart lifts as you spot the shore up ahead. Take that, Rebecca. Yes, keep score, or you could just enjoy the moment. Patty has nothing on you. The sun climbs higher into the sky as you and your friends get back aboard Little Speedy. Blake and Rebecca lounge by Eve at the helm while Lino snaps photos near the back of the boat. Hey, Eve, mind if I take over captaining for a bit? Please, I need a drink. I've got one for you right here. While Eve enjoys a refreshment break, you take the opportunity to sit up beside Rebecca, and much more importantly, Blake, resting your hands on the steering wheel. This should be fun. You know what you're doing, Ballard. That is Captain Ballard to you? Sorry, Captain. Please don't make me walk the plank. I'll spare you if you get up here and be my lookout. You can feel Rebecca's gaze as Blake steps up at the helm. Coast looks clear to me. Are you watching the coast or my steering? A guy can multitask, can he? Have you met some people? You and Blake share a heartwarming smile until... Oh, big boat! You suddenly spot a massive yacht sailing right in your path. Blake grabs the wheel, helping you swerve, but the sudden turn shoots up a sheet of water. Jody! Blake plants himself between you and the spray of water. Oh, 'cause the water will kill us. You steady yourself against this warm, solid frame as cold spray washes over you. But Blake takes most of it. Are you okay? I think so. For a second, I thought the whole boat was gonna flip. The other boat slows beside you, and a very fit guy in low-cut swim trunks leans over the railing to wave at your group. Oh, sorry. 1 second it was clear waters ahead, and then you folks were right there. We're a little damp, but we'll live. Phew. Why don't you let us make it up to you? You all should come hang with us on our yacht. We got cool drinks, good tunes, snacks galore. Oh, and towels to dry off. You had me at drinks. And me at snacks galore. I don't know if... Come on, babe. That's the least they can do after almost capsizing us. Do you realize how fast a yacht moves versus a speedboat? It's like a snail going against a cat. I'm just saying. There's no, oh my god, you came out of nowhere! Caving to peer pressure, Blake pulls your boat up alongside the yacht. The guy who almost hit Little Speedy offers you a hand, carefully helping you onto the deck. Glad I didn't run you over. It'd be a shame to see someone as good-looking as you get hurt. Even Blake climb up in time to hear the compliment. Blake freezes in place, glancing between the two of you. Reverse jealousy, they finally did it. I'm Sky, by the way. I'm Jody. And I'm charmed. Actually aware of Blake's gaze on you, give Sky a warm, inviting smile. That makes two of us. Blake's shoulders stiffen, but Sky doesn't seem to notice. How would you notice if your back's turned to him? He turns to gesture at the other people on the board. Let me introduce you guys to my crew. That's B-Rad, Mateo, and Amari over there. Hey. Eve, very pleased to make your acquaintance. And this is Lino, Blake, and Rebecca. Oh my god, look at the size of this yacht. This is luxury. It's pretty nice, I guess. Welcome to Big Osa. I think it used to be called Big Rosalina, but the rest worn off. Drinks and snacks are over at the bar. A Sky gives you a wink before heading to the bar himself. The second his back is turned, Lino elbows you. Did you see that? That guy is totally into you. What? No, he's just being hospitable. Nice host, don't wink at you. Come on, Jody. This is your perfect chance to make Blake jealous. I guess Sky is easy on the eyes. And he's, well, available, that you know of. Now you're finally talking sense, Jody. Across the deck, Rebecca slips her arm around Blake's waist. Babe, why didn't we get a boat like this for today? Because it's a yacht, you did. It would have been a bit big for the five of us. Eve sails over to you and Lino. Have you ever met some of these people who own yachts? Listen, they have like a captain, a hostess, and like themselves. And their ego. I guess it takes the whole boat to hold it. Look, I'm on board with the whole make Blake jealous plan, but you should absolutely flirt with that hottie with a body. Live it up a little, because I sure plan to. Here's that sangria you wanted, Eve. Maybe we could share it. Eve winks before following Amari to a pair of deck chairs, leaving you to watch Blake, Rebecca, and Sky. Eve's right. I deserve to have a little fun, and a feeling it'll get Blake's attention. Or you could just live a little, and it might be the person that you were destined to be with. Shut the up already. Head held high, you sashay past the man of your dreams, and enjoy Sky at the bar. For all you know, this guy could be better than Blake. Seriously. Hey, Jody, wanna try something cool? That depends on what it is. You spot Blake watching the two of you from across the deck as Sky gestures towards the back of the yacht. We've been riding these mini inflatable boat things most of the day. They're a blast, and each one's got room for two. That sounds great as long as I get to ride with you. Oh yeah, that was the whole idea. Hang on, if you got a couple of those things, me and Beck's one in. Blake strolls over with a slightly tense smile and a reluctant Rebecca in tow. More like Blake insisted. Then come on, the more the merrier. The Sky leads you to the back of the Big Osa, where two inflatable boats, like tandem bikes, are hitched in the water. You climb on one behind Sky, his body inches from yours, while Blake helps Rebecca on the other one. Ams, give us some speed. And everybody, hold on. Give us some speed? What are we doing? Big Osa's engine grumbles, and then the yacht takes off across the water, pulling both of your little boats behind it. Whoa, I can't believe you've actually been doing this all day. Well, that and making new friends. How do you all know each other anyway? Most of us went to college together. You? We all work for the Park Service, but we're on vacation for now, taking a few weeks to visit a bunch of California state parks. That sounds nice. Your boat suddenly crests a small wave of water. You wrap your arms around him, Sky's waist, to steady yourself. And yeah, okay, he's not Blake, but if you're being honest, he does smell good. Sorry, thought I was gonna slip off for a second there. You can hold on as tight as you want. He shoots you a grin over his shoulder, and on the other boat, you catch Blake watching you stone-faced. You know, you could always look at Blake and think that he's a friend that's concerned about you as well, just saying. Sorry, Blake, but that's how I've felt watching Rebecca cling to you all week. I hope you're still hanging on, because here comes a big one. A wave 3 times the size of the first one hits your little inflatable boat, and you go tumbling into the water. Ah! As you flail to steady yourself in the boat's way, shouts ring above you, followed by 2 splashes. Blake? I'm coming, Jody. Hold on. Oh, for the love of Christ. Overprotective much? Blake swims towards you, his face stricken with worry, but before he can reach you, a pair of hands pulls you back onto your little boat. Don't worry, I got you. Sky? I knew all those years of lifeguard training would come in handy one day. Lucky for me. Thanks for the save. Blake glances between you and Sky, then climbs back onto his own little boat, fully drenched. This was fun, but maybe we should get back on Big Osa and dry off. Hey, I was thinking the same. Great minds! As Sky helps you onto the yacht, the rest of the group applauds your little adventure. I have some towels you for. You look like you need them. Thanks. Sky wraps a towel around his waist and starts comically reenacting the giant wave for his friends. But as you head over to the railing, toweling yourself off, Blake catches up with you, water still dripping off of him. Hey, you alright? Yeah. A little water never hurt anyone. I know, it's just that guy you're hanging out with. That guy? You mean Sky? Ray's voices interrupt before Blake can continue. You spot Rebecca making her way over to Eve and the other guests. Did you see me, Eve? I was the only one who didn't take a dive. I commend you. Now come on. Amari was about to show me a drinking game she learned in the Navy. Look, let's talk somewhere a little more private. Blake leads you down into a cramped cabin. There's barely room to stand face to face as he turns to you, oddly serious. What's your problem with me hanging out with Sky? He seems perfectly nice. Nice, sure. But I've seen the way he looks at you, and I've seen enough of your relationships to know that you two wouldn't work out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? Where do you get off, sir? Where? He just isn't your type. I think that's for me to decide. You don't get to tell me who I can and cannot be with. Of course not. I didn't mean it like that. I don't want to see you get hurt. You're so close that you can make out every fleck of color in his eyes. There's a strange mix of intensity and a worry in them. Like he's moments away from letting something slip. If he really thinks I have a type, I want to know what it is. Yeah, your type is him, but I digress. Instead of conceding the point, you take a step closer to Blake. I appreciate you looking out for me, but I know my own type. I'm perfectly capable of finding great guys to date on my own. He crosses his arms over his chest, his lips almost quirking into a smile, but his eyes are still serious. Oh really? Name one who you actually clicked with. What about the guy who made me soup when I was sick? Yeah, soup he bought at the grocery store and tried to pass off as homemade. Oh, who gives a shit? It's the thought that counts, seriously. It was still a sweet gesture. It was still in the container. Okay, then the guy's an idiot. But still. Blake steps closer, sighing. Look, I'm not saying you've never had any happy moments in your romantic life. Really? Because that sounds exactly what you're saying. No, I'm just saying that things haven't worked out because none of the guys were your type. Tell me, Blake Marshall, what is my type? Bites his lip, hesitating, but when he goes on, his voice is full of conviction. Someone who understands you for starters, who really gets you. That's everybody. Please, I'm an open book. You got the day you met me. Okay, well that's just a baseline. You need someone who will put you first, who will drop anything to be there for you. Pretty sure that's everyone's open book right now, but you know, moving on. I already have people who do that for me. Like you. But a good boyfriend should be there and all that and more. You deserve someone who's just as adventurous as you and as kind as you. Someone who can keep up with you and treat you right. We just met Sky. He's already taken us on an inflatable adventure. His yacht. He cared enough to rescue you even before Blake. I don't know, you're kind of describing Blake for a minute. Or excuse me, Sky and him. Every word makes your heart twist with longing. It sounds like you have someone in mind. Have you already met my Mr. Right? You look him straight in his eyes, half hoping he'll give the answer you long for, and half terrified. He looks away, which isn't easy to do when you're barely inches away. If I had, I would have introduced you. You're an idiot. You shake your head, trying to resist the flush of heat you feel creeping up your cheeks. Well, it's pretty bold of you to talk about my type when you don't even know your own. What's that supposed to mean? Blake, I say this with love, but both our dating histories would make a matchmaker weep. Are you sure you know what you're looking for in a relationship? Oh, well, I mean, he did, I mean, listen, this is fair game now. He did it to us. Obviously, I wouldn't be with Rebecca otherwise. Yeah, you two were like two puzzle pieces forced together by a toddler. Like, part of the piece broke off while the toddler's cramming it into the other one. Case in point. You won't say it to his face, though. But you can't say it to his face. I just want you to find the right person, too. And who says Sky has to be the right person? What if he's just some cute vacation fling? Would that be really so bad? He trails off so close that his breath ghosts across your cheek. His chest is nearly pressed against yours, and you swear you can almost hear his racing heartbeat. You feel breathless, electric, like a single touch would set you alight. You lean in, and now he's even less than a breath away. You don't think about the consequences, all you can think about is what it would feel like to have his lips on yours. But he takes a step back, sucking in a sudden breath. He looks like a man who found an oasis in the desert and forced himself to turn back towards the endless sands. No, you're right. I am? It takes a second to remember what you were even talking about. Being this close to Blake makes it hard to think straight. If you want to spend time with Blake, that's your business. But if it turns into anything more than a fun day on the lake, just remember what I said, okay? I'll try. The two of you stand in silence for a moment, then Blake pushes the door open and heads outside. You're both idiots. You finally know frantically typing bottle feeding tips from B-Rad into his phone, and Eve reclining into a chair as Amari fans her. Well, they're having fun. But Rebecca makes a beeline for Blake. She pulls him aside and lowers her voice, but you still catch a few words. What were you doing down there? You totally vanished on me. Just talking. It was... before you can hear the rest of Blake's words. Hey, there you are. Listen, I know we met under not the best circumstances, but I had an awesome time hanging out with you. Thanks. We really appreciate you hosting us. Your friends mentioned you were staying at a Heart Lodge, and we are too. So I was thinking maybe I could take you on a date tomorrow if you're interested. A date with you? I'd love that. Really? Over Sky's shoulder, Blake looks almost as surprised as Sky does. Good. Absolutely. Said he was a blast, and I bet a real date will be even better. Great. There's a sweet spot in the park that I think you'd love. Oh, cute. Hope you do have fun without the rest of us. Why are you talking to me right now? I'm talking to Sky. Shut up. Rebecca loops an arm through Blake's, smiling triumphantly until Blake chimes in. Why miss out on the fun, babe? Let's make it a double date. Jesus Christ. Oh, this dude. This book. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description of the video. Plenty of things to check out. Without further ado, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As for me, listen, literally and figuratively, I'm pretty sure that if anybody gave us the same shit that Blake just gave us about a type, air quote, type, we all would agree that's exactly what our types are. Someone who cares about you, someone who wants to put you first, yada, 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 right? Hey, I got a question. If we're all looking for someone who puts us first, right? What happens when, like, if just hypothetical, you meet a guy or a girl that wants to put you first and you want to put them first? How does this work? Oh, you know what I mean. Pretty much, you know what I mean. Without further ado, catch y'all later. Peace out.